right, here we are, day 13. We're still talking about peace. I'm so glad you're back with me. And we're going to talk about the peace that makes room for joy. I don't know about you, but I love joy. Coming from someone who struggled with depression the majority of my life for various reasons, there have been seasons where I have begged God for joy, which is probably not the right way to do it, but I was desperate. And I can tell you that I think over the past year, which has been, as I've mentioned before, one of the most difficult seasons of my life where I probably shouldn't have had joy, I've had joy. And it's because of Him, it's His presence in my life. I love this passage in Psalms that says, in your presence is fullness of joy and pleasures forevermore. And that is so true. In His presence, it's not just peace, but it's also a peace that leads to joy. And the truth is, when we're talking about waiting, because we're talking about peace that makes room for joy, waiting doesn't have to steal your joy. Isn't that a foreign concept for most of us? Waiting doesn't have to steal our joy. Like, we can still be happy and have joy even in the waiting, because peace creates space for joy to rise even before the breakthrough. It's like when you walk in peace, you can feel that joy rising up because you know breakthrough's coming. There's this song that Phil Wickham sings that I keep listening to that I love. It's called Sunday's Coming. And that's what he's talking about, is like, it's Friday, it's called Good Friday, it's because Sunday's coming. It's that piece of, that was really horrible and I didn't like that experience, but I know on the other side of this that joy is coming, Sunday's coming, and because of that, I can have peace in this moment. So this is Luke 2:10. I love the scripture because it's so Christmassy. This is the angel talking to probably Mary, and he says, "Do not be afraid. I bring you good news, not noise, but I guess it could have been noise. I bring you good news that will cause great joy for all the people." And he's telling them about Jesus and how he's going to be the light of the world. He's going to change everything. So I'm going to have these reflection questions like I do every time. Think about this. Where have you seen small glimpses of joy in this waiting season? It's almost like you got a shot of caffeine, like spiritually speaking, you're like, oh, I feel that. There's a joy coming. I feel it. And what helps joy feel accessible to you today? Do you just need to take some time and do some things that bring you a little bit of joy and happiness? Do you need to disconnect a little bit from the world around you and go for a walk or a drive? Or what is it that you love to do that brings your heart joy? And know that even in those things matter. And yes, of course, God, He is the source of all joy and peace. But it's also like practical, and what can you practically do that you sense God? For me, I can play an instrument or sing, and I feel His joy in it. And that brings me joy. And it's not that I'm amazing, it's that it's like, yes, I was made to do this. And I feel His pleasure when I do it. And that brings me joy too. So find something today that brings you joy and do that and do it unto the Lord. And I promise it's going to bring you some peace that's going to lead to joy. So I hope that today is a blessing to you. And I just want to read Luke 2:10 again. Do not be afraid. I bring you good news that will cause great joy for all the people. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow.